Don't do it. Vote for Trump. Excuse me, vote for Biden.
Now, that was RFK Jr.'s sister, Carrie Kennedy, and you heard her there. Hey, I think she said what she meant, and she meant what she said. She said, vote for Trump. Don't vote for RFK Jr., even she knows. But obviously, the topic of discussion today in this video is RFK Jr. You know, the media is always saying RFK Jr. is going to pull from Trump, and there's going to be these massive Republicans that are going to, vote for RFK Jr., and that is definitely not going to happen. And y'all know, I always come with the clips as to some reasons why, and there was another clip that has gone viral recently that I'm going to be showing you guys here in a second, after I show you guys another clip as well. But yeah, that's the topic of today's discussion. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's show everyone why RFK Jr. will not be getting any significant amount of Republicans to vote for him, too. He's a Democrat through and through. That is a fact. Simple and plain. Now let's dive in.
You've called for curbing, logging, oil drilling, fracking. You wanted to eliminate it. You called it a victory for democracy. You want to curb U.S. fossil fuel extraction. Keep it in the ground, you once tweeted. You want a ban on fossil fuel extraction, a ban on fracking.
They are contemptible human beings, and that, I wish that there were a law you could punish them under.
I think the Green New Deal is... all of that stuff is important, it's good, we ought to be pursuing it. I believe that we should use market mechanisms like carbon taxes. There's going to be major disruptions, not just to humanity, but ultimately to civilization. And this is part of the cost that we're paying for our long-time deadly addiction to coal and oil.
You called the NRA once a terror group. You've supported over the years Democrats, Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary. You praised Bernie Sanders multiple times. You support affirmative action.
Senator Bernie Sanders is finally endorsing Hillary Clinton today. Do you endorse her? Is she that leader?
Yeah, and I'm very close to Bernie. And a huge admirer of Bernie Sanders. My family has a long relationship with Joe Biden, 40 years. I have a personal friendship with him.
Do you regret endorsing Al Gore, John Kerry, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Bernie Sanders over the years?
I like Bernie Sanders. I voted for Barack Obama. I don't regret that.
So you just heard some of the reasons why right there. And that was just a short, 2-minute and some change clip, of proof as to why I say RFK Jr. is a Democrat through and through. I mean, this guy is proposing a carbon tax, and he wants to do, literally a lot of the things that he wants to do are the exact same things that Biden is doing, right? And we've seen how well that has gone. When he's talking about leave the oil in the ground. Sounds like a Joe Biden policy to me. I mean, gas prices are already high enough. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting sick and tired of these high gas prices filling up the tank, and it being some crazy amount. This is absolutely ridiculous. But I want y'all to hear what this guy has to say about where he would like the price of gas to go to, or what he would like the price of gas to be, because it's literally going to make your jaw drop. Like, there's no true Republican, that would ever advocate for something like this, what he's about to say. Your literal jaw is going to drop. Check it out.
Amory Levins calculated that the true price of a gallon of gasoline, if the oil companies had to pay the true price, would be about $12 a gallon. So that's what we're paying for oil, but they don't pay it. You and I do. And And if they actually were forced to internalize those costs, to pay all the healthcare costs and the crop damage and the acid rain damage and all that other, and the pollution costs, and that was reflected in the price of oil, then we'd be paying $12 at the pump, and we'd be sending the correct signals to the marketplace. And the market would be saying, we need an alternative to a gasoline car, because every American would say, well, it costs about 0.3 cents a mile to drive an electric car, and it costs about $4 a mile once you get, to buy a gasoline car, and we'd very quickly transition, and you would incentivize all these people out there who are adding efficiencies to lithium-ion batteries and looking at different battery systems.
So he was advocating for charging people $12 a gallon for gas, all in the name of climate change. Yeah. To push people to EVs. Yeah. And the thing that people don't talk about with EVs is, well, I guess there's a whole lot. But one of the things is, and I think I made a couple YouTube shorts on it. Maybe they were last year. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I made a couple of shorts on it. EVs don't do well in the cold. Not all of America is extremely warm and hot, all year long, right? They also don't do very well with water typically. Another thing is the infrastructure for them isn't that great. I've seen some crazy stories. As a matter of fact, I posted some shorts about some crazy stories of people, pulling up to EV stations and there being a long line and them having to wait. I'm used to going to a gas station or being in and out in 5 minutes. Now you expect me to sit around and wait for 45 minutes for somebody else to charge, and then I gotta wait another 45 minutes for my car to charge. I'm here for an hour and a half. Like, absolutely the F not. No. An hour and a half just to go to 80% charge? My tank ain't even full. Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. This stuff is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And in some places now, charging stations are being vandalized because people are taking the copper wires. Like, you literally, like, you couldn't write a story this cartoonish, The infrastructure already wasn't there. And now people are like stealing the copper out of the darn thing. So you pull up and you can't even use it because somebody cut the cable off. And then you get into how slow some of these cars actually charge. And I made a couple YouTube shorts on that. Mainly it was, he's actually a YouTuber. I can't think of his name, but I believe he was driving the Hummer EV. And he pulled up to a charging station. And he was there, I believe it was like for 30 minutes or something, and he barely got a charge. Barely. It was some of the funniest stuff. And of course, if your car is cold, you got to plug it in, and the battery's got to warm up first before it even charges. There's so many problems with that darn thing. And man, this guy is not going to be pulling anybody from the Republican side. Anybody on the Republican side, in my humble opinion, that does support RFK Jr. or vote for RFK Jr. was never going to support Trump anyway. Like, it just wasn't happening anyway. In my humble opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can let me know in the comment section. But, I just don't see this guy pulling Republican voters at all.
And I've known President Biden for 40 years, and he was a friend. With all of the issues about him, he was somebody who I thought at least had a kind of fundamental decency. And the fact, I just don't believe that he would have personally made the decision to deny me for Secret Service protection. I think somebody else is making those decisions.
Yeah, and he's allowing it. But he's the great guy. Carbon taxes. Let's charge people $12 a gallon. Let's stop pumping oil, drilling for oil. I wish I could arrest these folks who go against the climate agenda. Does that sound like a Republican to you? I don't think so. Anyway, I just wanted to dispel that lie, okay, with actual clips and evidence, because that's the narrative that they try to push out. RFK Jr. is going to pull from Republicans, going to pull from Donald Trump. Not at all. He's going to pull from Joe Biden. And that's why they continue to say that, right? Because they know the truth and they're afraid. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.